Well, Amazon wants to go super woke, and they have a Amazon Web Services event where they now have inclusion pins with a bunch of pronouns for everybody. And this is they're hosting sort of stuff. This is the cloud computing backbone. A lot of corporations are using this kind of thing, and it's on everything. This is really where they're making a lot of their money these days. And it's pretty crazy. Now on the book side of thing, what's really funny to me is there's this budding movement to boycott Amazon because they're not woke enough. I'm going to cover that tomorrow, so stay tuned. I have a lot on this, and I'm doing the research right now because it's hilarious. But clearly they're exceedingly woke, and I find it funny that they're eating their own, saying it's not woke enough in this whole deal. So we're going to get into the news on this in just a moment, talk about what Amazon's doing. Please smash that like and subscribe button. Join us here. My name's John Delarose, everybody. I am a sci-fi and fantasy book author. Make a lot of money off Amazon, and but I do have alternatives if you would prefer to get away from paying Amazon anything woke. We are not hosted by them. And I've got my own web store. So I've got a bunch of my books here. They're on sale through tomorrow. And if you want to check something out, I actually prefer you to start with the Stars Entwined, which is my series. I've got these four right here. Stars Entwined, Stars Asunder, Stars Rejoined, Colony Launch make up a sci-fi universe that I've got, which is built as a replacement for Star Trek. And this one starts out with a human spy who embeds himself on an alien starship as the aliens are attacking humanity so that he can bring information back home. He ends up in a personal conflict where things go absolutely bonkers, and you'll really enjoy this. It builds up huge over 3 books, and of course, Colony Launch is its own deal. It's an anti-war story is really what it comes down to at the end of the day. Classic sci-fi, very high in line if you enjoy his stuff. This is a going out into space and dealing with red tape. Grab these books on my web store. There's a deal right now. All of them are $5 off, combined shipping on there. And I've also got digital deals on sale too. So a lot of my stuff, my novels are all 99 cents for the first books in the series. And my comics are all half off on here too. So go to my web store. It's in the description below, like I said. And thank you guys for reading and supporting alternatives and direct sales. It's very... it's a good thing to always have options for people, and that's why we try to do this, especially when these corporations keep going woke. So SmashJT brought this to people's attention, said the cloud computing backbone for an overwhelming amount of corporations is now peddling inclusion pins as part of their culture for diversity and inclusion. Now, again, like these people are not learning. They're not going any further. I know all the woke are going crazy at Jeff Bezos right now because he didn't endorse Kamala Harris through the Washington Post, and they're trying to just go at him. But he's totally all in on this stuff. He's totally all in on the agenda, always has been. And just because he didn't endorse Kamala, because Kamala's gonna lose, and she's a train wreck, so there was no reason to do so. I mean, if you guys want to be honest with yourselves, that's where it was at. I mean, if it was Bernie Sanders, he probably would have been all in on it. If it was AOC, probably would have donated billions to her campaign, right? I mean, but Kamala had no shot, and that's where it was at. And so that's why that was going on. But these people are way, way, way woke, and this is what they do. Similar to what's happening at Microsoft-owned subsidiaries, Obsidian and Bethesda come to mind, and many others. You better have a pin on your lanyard. This reminds me of Office Space. Remember, like, you got to have at least a certain number of pieces of flair you wear. And then the guy goes, "Didn't the Nazis have pieces of flair?" That's what it reminds me of right there. Otherwise, it's a direct act of defiance. You will be filtered out. Make no mistake. This is how they operate. And that's what they do. They start these programs at these companies originally, and they say, oh, it's an optional lunch and learn. You can watch a seminar on pronouns. And then those optional ones, well, if you're not there, why weren't you there, Bobby? We noticed you weren't at the lunch and learn. It was lunch. You said it was optional. Yeah, it's optional, but, everybody else is there. I think management would like it if you were there. That's how they start doing things. And then pretty soon, you're going to be targeted and harassed. They made Vox Day did a whole book on this called SJWs Always Lie. It's definitely worth the read. And you see how this infiltrates in this kind of corporate cancer with this type of stuff. So this is how they operate. Inclusion by exclusion. Yeah, I say that all the time. They always say it's inclusive, but it's exclusive of normal people every single time. This needs to stop now. They are not peddling this to make employees feel seen. It's part of a larger effort to force intolerance on the opposition. This is part of a bigger plan. That's right. If you're not wearing the pin, if you're not wearing the, what is it, the red armband, maybe it's the rainbow armband now, you're not part of the party, aren't you? Oh, we're noticing. We're going to hurt your business. That's how these people act. Dive down that WEF and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation rabbit hole. The answers are right in front of us the whole time. Keep speaking out and standing up against evil. And it's hard to do. I get it, but it is. Here's their inclusion pins. As part of the culture and diversity and inclusion, we've created a series of pins for attendees to indicate who they are. Pins can be displayed on your badge and lanyards and should be seen by other attendees. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who I am. Ally. They, them, how I communicate, English. What's this block? Oh, okay. Very weird. And then you can learn more with a QR code. Oh, look at all these. Ally means you're promoting the culture of inclusion. I'm not one of you, but I believe in you. Inequalities, microaggression, harassment, other acts of exclusion. Allies listen, support, question, educate, and report necessary on behalf of those who have less power and privilege. Oh, neurodiversity. So literally advertise you're a crazy person. Refers to differences in thinking patterns, interests, motivations that naturally occur throughout the population. It's an umbrella term for people who are gifted, have autism, ADHD, dyspraxia, dyslexia, and other neurodevelopmental conditions. Yeah, crazy people. Okay. Ask me. Oh, this one you get to invite. Here's your pronouns, though. You're he, him, she, her, they, them, and then the made-up word that's the biggest joke of all of them, them. Now, I see there's no pronouns for my preferred pronouns, which are sire, your majesty. And if you don't call me sire, your majesty, you're a bigot and a racist probably too. Absolutely crazy. Here's another image of the inclusion pins at their event there. Absolutely insidious and creepy. Very, very wild. So you've also got networking. And I don't know what networking is supposed to mean. I guess you're supposed to network with the allies and she, hers, and they, thems, and zems. The ask me's are all out at this one, and so's the she, hers. Those are the most used ones. Interesting. As you can see, not many he, hims. Not many allies. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Corporate cancer is real, guys, and it keeps spreading. Hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here. We're getting close to 50,000 subscribers. Really appreciate you for being there. And do go to my web store. Check out my sale today, guys, and buy some books. This is direct from me. I ship directly to you. And, of course, the digital goes out directly to you immediately. So it's a wonderful way to support our channel, support what we're doing. I appreciate you being there, and we'll be back soon.